Good morning all, welcome back to the Today Show. Listen, if you didn't already know that Australia's department stores are in a mess, it was certainly confirmed yesterday. Myer shares were dumped by more than 10% as its long-term boss Bernie Brooks finally got his wish and left his office. Now the shares were dumped not just because Bernie's a very good retailer, but the manner in which Myer's board handled the transition to this bloke, Richard Umbers, the former Chief Information Officer. Now the real problem appears to be that along with Bernie Brooks leaving the emporium, this fellow, Chief Financial Officer Mark Ashby, has also flown the coop for America. The manner of his departure hints that Ashby and plenty of big investors thought he was going to get the top job at Myer. Well, Bernie Brooks leaving is no new idea. He wanted to go in late 2013, but when Revelations at Myer had approached David Jones for a takeover, it asked Bernie to extend his contract. It's a bit hard, you see, to launch a multi-billion-dollar takeover without a boss. Now, the reason Myer lobbed the bid was because David Jones at the time almost didn't have a CEO of its own. Paul Zara, this fellow, had resigned, but that letter had been shelved by the chairman of David Jones because of its 175th anniversary. Later, Zara said he was standing down because he was tired, but then he changed his mind. Are you confused? Well, it gets even better. When Zara seemed set to go and DJs was casting around for a new boss, it spoke to this fellow, a Scottish bloke running a South African retailer called Woolworths. This man, Ian Myer, seemed set to get the DJ's top job. But when Zara changed his mind and Myer's takeover bid formally landed, guess what happened? Woolworths from South Africa, headed by Ian Myer, came over the top of Myer and bid $2.2 billion. It won the day, and Myer ended up running David Jones, the company where he'd auditioned for the job. So Myer was left up the garden path without DJs and looking for a new boss. It took them 11 months to find the new CEO, who happened to be working just 2 offices away. Understand now why the Myer shareholders are grumpy? And the foreign retailers Zara, H&M and Topshop are laughing all the way to their Aussie banks. Let's go to the markets now. Of course, there's an interest rate decision today. The Aussie dollar 77 3/4 US cents. It's down just a touch overnight, and also 69.5 euro cents. If we go further forward, we can see on commodities markets overnight, the gold price down by $6. Oil prices $49.63 US a barrel. The Dow Jones Index still trading strong, up 110 points, and the broader market, the S&P, at record levels. The Nikkei and the Hang Seng in Hong Kong yesterday were both higher, and in London overnight, the FTSE 100 down by 6 points. Our market yesterday wasn't too bad. It was up by 27 points, and those Myer shares were the real blip on the market yesterday. Did you like that for a tale?
God, it's got nothing on Dynasty, does it?
It's good, isn't it?
It's a bit like, you know, you're single and you think, I'll go overseas, I just need a new experience. And then you meet a guy who lives across the road and fall in love and get married.
I've never had that experience. Lisa?
There's a good song about that.
Oh, that's right.
Roscoe,
yes?
Who is not Myer's clientele chiefly? Is it women or men?
I think it's women. And
By
I think
a long
this
way?
was, I think
Maybe
by
60,
a long
40.
time.
Why wouldn't a woman be in charge of Myer?
Well, that's a very good argument. And you've got to say that...
Why do they keep going for blokes?
There are a lot of very good female retailers in this country, some of whom are now available, who could have and possibly should have taken that job. And I think this is one of the great aberrations. And, you know, it's not to say that there aren't blokes and this fellow, Richard Umbers, won't do a good job, but this is a business that needs to change, just as DJs needs to change. And it's going to be interesting because you'd almost think that because Country Road is owned by Woolworths of South Africa, and they've got a lot of own label, and that's what's going to go into DJs, you wonder whether Myer does have an opportunity if it really did pitch to women with that fashion.
Do you know if there are any women on the board of Myer?
No, there are, definitely there are. I can't remember who exactly they are, but there are definitely women on the board of Myer. And also, there were previously on DJs as well.
Anyway, just food for thought there.
Good on you.
For the
I'm
Myer
pleased
board.
you put that out there.
No,
Well,
done,
I'm not actively involved in the running of the company.
Well, would you like a board seat yourself?
No.
Cal,
no,
you all right?
No.
Lisa?
No.
Lisa, you'd be good. How would Lisa be on the board of Myer?
She'd be good.
sensational.
She'd be better on the DJ's board, though.
She would be.
Either way, I'd end up in the shoe department, let's be honest. That's a lot
Company
better.
shares.
That's it.
Bit of a problem.
Exactly.